Hey guys, hope you're doing well today. In this video I'm going to be giving you all a 7-month update on my jungle fishbowl aquascape. All the plants have been growing really well over the past month. As always, the Limnophila has been growing really quickly. With it being a stem plant, sometimes it needs a little bit more trimming compared to other plants. Also, the red roof lotus have been growing really well too. I'll be showing you guys in a little bit how much this plant's grown and taken over the surface of my water again. We got a little bit more algae growth than normal, but nothing too major. So now I think it's time to give this fishbowl a good clean and make it look a little bit nicer. Here are the red roof floaters I'm growing in my fishbowl. Over the past month I've put the light close to the surface of the water. I've done this to try and increase the intensity of the light this plant receives. The more light the red roof floaters receive, the more likely they will turn red. It's a little bit hard to notice, but some of the edges of the leaves are starting to turn a little bit red now. I'm hoping in a month's time most of the leaves will start to turn red, but this might be a little bit difficult as I'm not using any fertiliser in this setup, which is quite important to get red leaves. We'll have to wait and see what happens. The first thing I'm going to do is remove the red roof floaters from the fishbowl just to make the maintenance process a lot easier. I'm going to be doing a little bit of a bigger water change than normal. Today I'm going to go for about a 50% water change. I found that taking out the water in 2 stages makes it clearer after I've added the fresh new water back to the fishbowl. So at this stage I'm going to remove about 30% of the water, and then later on I'm going to take about 20% of the water out later. The first plant I'm going to be trimming is the Limnophila. Since this plant does grow really quickly, I do give it quite a harsh trim. Within about 2 weeks time the plant usually recovers pretty well. Now we're going to be tackling the algae on the glass of the fishbowl. I'll be using a toothbrush to clean the glass. Using a toothbrush to clean the curved glass makes the whole cleaning process a lot easier. Like I mentioned earlier, I'll be doing the water change in 2 steps. With 30% of the water now removed, it's time to remove the remaining 20% out of the fishbowl. This 20% water change will remove any debris and detritus that are floating around in the water column. With all the water now removed, it's time to fill the bowl up with fresh clean water. Water changes in non-filter setups like this fishbowl are really important. It removes any waste that builds up in your water column, so it's important to keep on top of this. With almost all the water now added back to the fishbowl, some plant matter has floated up to the surface. I'm going to use this little shrimp net to remove any plant matter that's in the fishbowl now. If I leave the stuff in the fishbowl, it will start to rot away and could cause algae problems later on. I'm just going to add a little bit more water so it reaches the top of the fishbowl. And finally I'm going to do another pass with the shrimp net just to remove any other plant matter that's floated up to the top. With all the maintenance pretty much now done, I'm going to re-add the floating plants back to the fishbowl. I'm putting less of the red roof floaters back into the fishbowl this time. This plant can grow pretty quickly and take over the surface of my fishbowl in a matter of a few weeks. I'm just going to give the bowl a quick wipe just to remove any water droplets that are on the glass. That's pretty much all the maintenance now done for this fishbowl. As always, when I do water changes it still looks a little bit cloudy. In a few hours time the water will start to look a lot clearer and nicer. It's been quite a nice light maintenance session this month. The plants only need a minor trim just to tidy things up a little bit. I'm not going to be trimming the Helanthium green for a while now. I'm hoping by letting this plant grow out of control it can kind of help create a jungle atmosphere for the fishbowl. Maybe in about a month's time we'll end up seeing what this will look like. Here's some footage a few hours later. The water's way clearer now, which makes it easy to look into the fishbowl. For 7 months on, this aquascape is looking really good. The only real thing I want to improve is the background of the fishbowl. I feel like there's a lot of open space there which makes it less jungle-like. I did mention before I was going to get some rotala, but I haven't had time to get it this month. Maybe if I mix the rotala and Limnophila together it will create more of a crazy jungle look. I'll do a little bit of research to see what this could end up looking like. Here's a little bit of extra footage to show you guys of the fish and shrimp in the fishbowl. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this 7-month update on my jungle fish bowl aquascape. If you did, please give this video a like and subscribe to the channel to see more videos.